All right, Spencer, let's check out one of your runs doing some GS free ski. We'll watch it in regular motion and slow it down. All right, obviously the trail's a little flat in sections, so it made it kind of difficult, but let's take a look a little slower. So, I know we've talked a little bit about this. I haven't mentioned to you all the time because you don't want to hear about it all the time. But we need to get our feet out from underneath us more. You tend to, because they're under you, you then bend over at the waist and have, kind of a sitting motion because, you realize that, hey, if I had my feet under me, I would stand up pretty tall unless I do that, and you realize that, well, that ain't racing, standing up real tall. So you kind of have no choice except to bend over at the waist and kind of, almost sit down. So we got to figure out how to get the feet up beneath us. Unfortunately, it's kind of a catch-22. It's hard when we're bending over and sitting down to do that. So, for example, if you were sitting in or standing in your house in your sneakers and tried jumping back and forth, getting your feet kind of side to side, do it normally when you kind of have a more erect upper body. Then try it when you're bending over. Pretty hard when you're bending over because it's really hard to get the feet off beneath us when we're bent over. So number one, we have to stand up more taller to allow us to get the feet, out from underneath us. I'd say one of the best drills you could do is leave your poles at the bottom, put your hands on your head. So I would come this weekend, come Friday. I won't be there, but this is up to you. That should be, in my opinion, your warm-up routine. Put your hands in your head, ski down. Pretty hard to bend over with your hands in your head. This is a habit, unfortunately, that you develop at a younger age, and we got to break this habit, and it will not happen, right away. So we got to work on this. What else, though? Other things. You come through here, nice position, a little bit squarer down the hill. This is nice, got a strong inside half. We want to transfer our weight in this transition right now to the new outside ski, which would be your right foot. But you got it kind of in the air. All right, so really hard to get early pressure and an early edge angle at the top of the turn when it's obviously off the ground. So let's transfer the weight. When you finished your direction, when your little toe is still down on that new outside ski, which is currently still uphill, move along that ski, and we try to move forward and inside the turn. So we want them actually, and again, you can see that the new outside ski off the ground. So you're really starting to turn kind of on the wrong ski, that inside ski. All right, starting to turn on obviously this ski, when it should be over. It should be over here on that ski. So what we're looking to do is instead of having that sitting motion and bending, we're looking to move the hip to the inside. So we're looking to roll up the skis, move to the inside. We need to drop that hip in. All right, so we're not looking to have it come down this way. We're looking to drop it to the inside. See how low you can get your hip to the ground on the inside. Play with that in training, in practice runs, warm-up runs. Really tough to do it on a course. Doing those, the Heisman drills, also pushing hard on your hip with your hand to get it to the inside could help too. Missing you there. It's a better turn, right? You can see there, both skis rolled up, long outside leg, short inside leg. That one looks like you did drop the hip in. That's a nice looking turn. Whether it's because it's flat or you felt more comfortable, not sure. But, so we can do it. That's pretty cool. From the side, we're generally looking to have our shin mimic the angle of our back, and obviously you're clearly a little bit more angled to the back, kind of bent over, right? So you can see the inside foot, the ski. You can see you cannot see as much as the base, so we know that inside foot is underneath us and flatter. So we got to roll them both up. We got to get the little toe down on the inside, and that would allow us to move the hip in. It's really hard. Actually, you can't. You can't move the hip in to the inside if the ski, your inside foot is under you and flat. You get kind of locked up. So unfortunately, this is all kind of interrelated. But pull the inside foot back. It's a little bit too much of a lead change there. This tip is out, too far, this one than that one. So we got to pull the inside foot back, tip it up to high edge angle, now the hip can be dropped in and moved to the inside of the turn. So I know we just threw a lot at you. So again, practice some runs, hands on the head. But overall, we have to pull the inside foot back and tip it up to a high edge angle platform while pressuring the outside ski. Make sure that we come through the transition and transfer the weight to the new outside ski, starting that turn on that one. But the key thing is to get those feet out from underneath us. But we got to stand up a little taller. As we said, pull back the inside ski, tip it up, drop the hip in. Let's work on that, and hopefully that'll help.